Digital transactions is an online or automated transactions that take place between people and organizations without the use of paper. You must have taken part in such a transaction before now. One of these advantages is that the use of digital currency makes the transaction faster, easier, more accurate, and more convenient. An example is the e-Naira, which we just finished discussing with Professor Olawale Ajayi of the Lagos Business School.
Well, another example of digital transactions, of a digital transaction rather, is the EkoToken initiative, a public-private partnership with the Lagos State government and Cash Token Africa, designed to establish Africa's first universal cash reward program for all residents of Lagos State in partnership with all businesses within the jurisdiction of Lagos State.
The EkoToken is to facilitate increased velocity of patronages for Lagos businesses and to improve the personal economies of Lagos residents, among others. Mr. Laila Bode is the Managing Director and CEO of Cash Token Limited, the firm executing the EkoToken initiative, and is here with us in the studio. Good morning, Mr. Labode.
Good morning.
Well, good to have you in the studio. We've just had an interesting discussion about the, imminent introduction of the e-Naira, and now you are the lead promoter, shall I say, in consonance, of course, with the Lagos State government of the EkoToken. What are we talking about here? What is this token? Is it a reward system? Is it another way to put money in the wallet? What should Lagosians expect? And has it started already?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me say that EkoToken is the first government-led program, a public-private partnership that wishes to establish a universal reward program for its residents. Essentially, Lagosians, when they patronize Lagos businesses, and of course there are 4 key areas that the government was looking at. First, as a fallout of the pandemic, what are the ways that government can help businesses become even more prosperous? 2, how do we better the personal economies of the Lagos people? 3, how do we develop a tripod relationship, a robust new tripod relationship between businesses, government, and the people? And 4, how do we develop public emotional equity that can help to foster prosperity across the land? Now, the decision essentially was to partner with the private sector to establish Africa's first universal reward for all residents, meaning that Lagosians will get the same reward experience across multiple businesses. Now, EkoToken essentially, of course, this is a foundation and a lot can be built around it when it comes to the way the world is actually moving when it comes to digital currencies. Now, the first thing that happens here is that when you receive one EkoToken, a business in Lagos must have been patronized, the business must have made some profit, and part of the profit they have earned, they're basically saying thank you to Lagosians by giving you the EkoToken. Now, that works with your phone number, essentially. So you must have a phone number in the first place. So you receive an SMS. Nigerians love alerts. Lagosians love alerts. So you get an alert telling you that you have just been given one EkoToken in your Eko wallet. Now, when you receive that, it is actually cash in your wallet. Of course, ultimately, that will be one e-Naira, ultimately. So you begin to experience what is to come in the future. Now, when you receive that e-Naira, it also gives you an automatic entry into a consumer draw that happens every Friday, which is for 5,000 to 100 million Naira. Now, imagine on a Friday, you have purchased petrol, you have bought food, you have entered a Lamata bus, some Lagos State bus, some eating a chicken, anything that you've done, you bought electricity or you bought airtime. And on Friday, you have just won 10 million Naira. Now, that money also goes into a co-wallet, which is basically ready to go the e-Naira way. So basically, Lagos has basically done what other African countries need to learn, states need to learn, where you have the same reward experience across the land from multiple businesses, essentially.
I understand that it's only a small portion of it, but it does sound a lot like a traditional lottery scheme where, you, like you said, you've paid for something and in return you're given a token, and then there's the chance that you could win some form of cash between 5,000 or 10 million Naira, as you said.
100 million.
100 million. Oof. Let me get myself started.
Life-changing opportunity.
So when you look at the probability of anybody winning some cash, is it a situation where you, like you've said, entered into a draw? How many winners would that be? Because I understand that the whole point of this scheme, of this initiative, is to create wealth and make people genuinely happier to spend. But how would that incentive work if there's only a small amount of people who would win anything?
Okay, good question, I must say. So let me give you this, right? And this is really smart. Every time you patronize the Lagos business and you received an EkoToken, you are guaranteed 6 naira in your Eko wallet every time. So imagine yourself in the morning, you left your house, you bought petrol, you bought airtime, you bought electricity, you made your beautiful hair. Imagine all of those things you've done. And each time you did that, you got EkoToken. So you ended up with 1,000 EkoTokens on Friday. That's 6,000 naira cash in your Eko wallet. And that is the same thing with e-naira. That means you have 6,000 e-naira in your wallet. That's to start with. That's number one. Number two, you also have 1,000 tickets at the draw. That gives you more chances. The more EkoTokens you have, so the more tickets you have to the draw on Friday. Now, this is the difference between this and a regular lottery is that you have not paid for any lottery ticket. You have only made a purchase, right? So you're not losing any money. Now, and it's not a regular lottery because the risk of a regular business, for example, if you're going to do a regular lottery, it's possible that you win an amount of money that the business has not made. No, this doesn't happen this way. All the businesses have contributed to the pot. So if you have $1 billion this weekend from EkoTokens, $1 billion must go to Lagosians. So all the money must be paid out so that the next day you can continue to buy airtime, electricity, pay different bills in Lagos, and it continues that way. So when you hear the lottery part of this, nobody buys a lottery ticket. You are given a lottery ticket. You go into the consumer draw that happens every Friday, essentially, and the money spreads around. And part of what we see already from the test runs done by the mobile networks, you see people win 5 million naira on a Friday night. You know what we're saying? They're starting to do businesses, which is what Lagos State government wants. You know, improve your business or start a new business, employ people in Lagos, prosperity spreads. And you find out that when prosperity gets to the people, when people have hope, you know, there's a saying that says that poverty is the gasoline of evil. Hopelessness is the fire. We need to find ways we need to get more creative. And this Lagos is leading something that is very new. I need to say this. The creation of new socially smart business models is a big deal now for governments. When we say socially smart, we mean the marriage of successful enterprises and social development at the same time. So you make money and we see the direct impact on the lives of people of the state.